She took acting classes at the age of 40. She had been a psychiatric nurse up till then. She took acting classes at the age of 40. By 42, she had landed her first part. 30 years later, she's now 70. She's had 2 Emmy Awards. And she plays, if you don't know who she is, she plays Karen McCluskey in Desperate Housewives. She played the president's secretary for 2 seasons in West Wing. She has also played in Roseanne, Home Improvement, Picket Fences, Murphy Brown, ER, Seinfeld, Frasier, Just Shoot Me, Buffy the Vampire Slayer, Dharma and Greg, My Name is Earl, Spin City, Joan of Arcadia, Judging Amy, Monk, Charmed, Will and Grace, Grey's Anatomy, and The Closer, just to name a few. She's 70, and she's going strong, because she's forever young. She survived lung cancer twice. See, there's something about the truth of her that she has never been talked out of. There's something about the truth of her that she has never forgotten. There's something about the truth of her that has never recoiled and run away. One of my greatest lessons came from a bug. From a bug. I was sitting outside in this house where I used to live. I used to go out and meditate. And I never wore any shoes. I had shoes, I don't even know why they're here. But anyway, I never wore any shoes. I'm sitting there and I'm meditating, and I happened to open my eyes and look down at the ground, and there was this bug crawling toward my big toe. And so I tried to get centered again, but I was having trouble getting centered knowing that this bug was heading for me. So I reached down with my finger and I just lightly flicked the bug. And when I did that, the most interesting thing happened. This bug recoiled. It rolled up in a ball so tight and so hard. And I kept looking at it, and it just stayed that way. And so finally I started wondering if it was a bug, if it had ever even been a bug. And I bent down and I picked it up, and this ball was so hard and so tight. And that's the way it stayed for the whole time that I was out there. It never came out again. It was gone the next day, but all while I was there, never came out. And that's what some of us have done. When life has given us certain experiences in our lives, some of us have recoiled. Some of us have balled up in that ball so tight and just won't let anything else in. Just because life has touched us, just because the way that it touched us frightened us. See, but if we were forever young, we'd open up and go out and play again. Isn't that what a child would do? It'd just go out and play. How can we ever be too old? Too old in a universe that knows no time. Contemplate it. Think about it. Dr. J sent out an email yesterday, and it was really good. It was writings of Christian D. Larson on the supreme purpose of life, and this is something that I took down. It was really beautiful. He said, when man fully realizes that he is living now, in the great eternal now, and that he is already eternal, he shall know age no more. Man grows old because he believes in the passing of time. He believes that he is living in a world where time is ever going, and that he is going with it to the grave. When man becomes conscious of the fact that he is when man becomes conscious of the fact that time is standing still, and that he is moving, and that the further he moves, the larger his life becomes, he will have attained the secret of that life that is ever young. Sound like he wrote it just for this talk, didn't it? That life that is ever young. Time isn't moving, we are. See, we're allowing ourselves to be derailed by a man-made law about time and space, and the universe doesn't even know anything about it. What about the enthusiasm and curiosity of a child? When was the last time that you explored something new? I am so proud of my Science of Mind 100 class. I am so proud that they show up every Monday night and study not only science of mind, but quantum physics. And taking it in and asking questions and understanding it, not thinking that it's over their head. Quantum physics is so exciting to me. I'm exploring it, and it's giving me answers to questions I didn't even know I had. Yesterday, I was reading Ageless Body, Timeless Mind by Deepak Chopra, and he was saying we are not victims of aging, sickness, or death. These are part of the scenery, not the seer, who is immune to any form of change. The seer is the spirit, the expression of eternal being. So he's saying, don't get distracted by the scenery. We don't even have to stop there. But if we do stop, we have to recognize that, at any moment, I can start walking again. At any moment, I can let this go. He said the rules of cause and effect as you accept them, and he's talking about accepting them from the level of the intellect, have squeezed you into the volume of a body and the span of a lifetime. In reality, the field of human life is open and unbounded. At its deepest level, your body is ageless. Your mind is timeless. Once you identify with that reality, which is consistent with the quantum worldview, aging will fundamentally change. What is he telling us? It's in our mind, just as everything else is.